Hey all, welcome you back in Learn English with Harisha. Today we are going to see the basic of English grammar. When we talk about the basic, the first and the foremost thing, what is the spelling of grammar? It is always a wrong understanding among many people that the spelling of grammar is G-R-A-M-M-E-R. It is not actually E-R, it is A-R. What is the spelling of grammar? G-R-A-M-M-A-R. It is not E-R. Okay, coming to the topic. What are the 8 main parts of speech? A language has, for example, when you frame a sentence in English, you find so many types of words that fall under any one of these categories. So always in all schools, like parts of speech becomes a basic grammar classes, and today in our channel 8 main parts of speech is the first and the foremost grammar class, right? Okay, now we'll see what are the 8 main parts of speech. It is very simple. Just remember the formulae: NAP VAP CI. NAP VAP CI. Come on, repeat it with me. NAP VAP CI. NAP VAP CI. Right? Here we go. Let's take the first letter N. NAP N. N for noun. What is a noun? Noun is a naming word. Noun is a naming word. It could be a name of a person, place, animal, or things, right? What is a noun? Noun is a naming word. It could be a name of a person, place, animal, and thing. Okay. Next is adjective. Adjective adds an additional information to noun. For example, when there is a person, what kind of person he is? It qualifies the person. For example, there is a boy. He is a tall boy. So here the tall is an adjective. For example, tall boy. He's a short boy. Short is an adjective. It is a small pen. Right? Small is an adjective. It's a big bag. Big is an adjective. Bad girl or good girl, whatever it may be. So the quality, so it adds an additional information to the noun that becomes a quality of noun. Next is pronoun. We always use pronoun to avoid the repetition of noun. For example, in a sentence when the same noun is repeated for 2-3 times, to avoid it, we use pronoun instead. For example, I'll give you here. I had a student named Anushya Vidyalakshmi. So whenever I call her, it should be like this, Anushya Vidyalakshmi, Anushya Vidyalakshmi. Just imagine, like, if I want to tell something about her. She's a good girl. She is the tallest of all. She has no bad habits. Okay, just imagine Anushya Vidyalakshmi is my student. Anushya Vidyalakshmi is a good girl. Anushya Vidyalakshmi is the tallest of all. Anushya Vidyalakshmi doesn't have any bad habits. So just imagine how many times I keep repeating. Like, compared to the sentence length, the name was longer than the sentences, the content that I am trying to explain. So what I am supposed to do right now is I have to replace it with the pronoun she. Anushya Vidyalakshmi is my student. She is a good girl. She is the tallest of all. She doesn't have any bad habit. Simple, right? So to avoid the repetition of noun, we use pronoun. Okay, what are the cases how we use pronoun? For example, number 1, when I talk about myself, I use the pronoun I. When I talk about myself with some people with me, we. When I talk about someone else, it's you. When I talk to that someone else about a girl, it is she. About a boy, it is he. About an animal or a thing, it. Right? So he, she, it, I, you, we, they. Clear? Next is verb. What is a verb? A verb is an action, right? Whatever the action that we do, they all fall under verb. For example, here, sneeze. How do you sneeze? Come on, sneeze. Hutch. Sorry. Come on, sneeze with me. Sneeze. Hutch. Sorry. Okay, how do you burp? Sorry. How do you burp? Sorry. Yawn. Sorry. Run. Come on, run with me. Right? Okay. Tap. Come on, tap the door. Tap the door. Tap the table. Pat. When you do something good, your parents, your teachers, everyone, they pat you. Right? So any action that they fall under verb. Okay? So NAP, noun, adjective, pronoun, they all are almost like, in the same family. Verb and adverb, they both are also in almost same. They are in same family, right? Not almost. They are same family. Adverb. In the adverb itself, you could understand that it adds an additional information. Adverb, add. Adjective to add. I just go out, okay? Adverb. It adds an additional information to verb. Adds information to verb. It adds an additional information to verb. Okay, fine. Sneeze. Okay, fine. He sneezed loud. Okay. Hurt. No, he sneezed softly. Hurt. Burp. He burped a lot. Okay, he burped soft. Yawn. Okay, fine. So two. Whenever we are talking, like people say like I'm tired. When I want to show myself like a little more unique, that I'm comparatively tired than everyone else, means I say like I'm too tired. I am too tired. Next, well. Okay. In my class, everyone they speak English well because they speak well. They speak well. Speak is an action. How do they speak? Well, right? Okay. Speak fast. Okay. All they speak fast. Okay. They speak well. They speak fast too. Okay. But when we talk about the beginners of English, they speak slow. Right? They speak slow. Tightly. Okay, come on, hug me tightly. Normally people they have the habit. If it's a girl, they hug their teddy bears tightly and sleep. If it's a boys, we hug our pillows tightly and sleep in the night, right? That tightly. Softly. Our mothers they hug us soft. Our mothers they hug us soft. Right? Okay, preposition. In the name itself, again it gives you the clue. Position. Right? Preposition means it talks about the position of noun. It talks about the position of noun. For example, where is the pen? It is on my palm or on my hand, right? Okay, fine. Next, on, above. So where is the pen? It's above my head, right? Over my head, behind me, next to. Normally when you see this advertisements or this one, like when you talk about the location of a place, they give it as something called as landmark. Landmark. Okay, they always give it is next to or behind. For example, where is my office? It is next to McDonald's. It's next to KFC. It's next to Pizza Corner, right? Position. Next is conjunction. The name itself, it gives you the clue. It's junction. What is a junction? Junction is a place where two or more trains meet at the same point. So here the conjunction helps to connect two words or two sentences. Let's see what are the examples for the conjunction. And my favorite chocolates are Dairy Milk and 5-star. Okay. I like to go to movies, but I love to watch only English movies because I watch English movies because that helps me to improve my pronunciation, right? When I sleep when my clock ticks 10 o'clock in the night, right? These are the examples for conjunction. Interjection. Interjection is always an exclamation. It is a short in one word you express your feeling. Okay, fine. I am very sad. So instead of saying like I'm very sad, like in one word, you can express oh or alas. It depends upon the depth of the sadness. If it's like a little sorrow, you use oh. It's very much sorrow, like you go with alas. Okay. For example, when you get out of 100 marks, you expected to score 90. If you score 85, you feel like oh, I scored less. Instead, if you might have got failed in the examination, you should say alas, I failed my examination. Alas, I failed in my examination, right? So interjection. Let me show you some examples for interjection. Oh, I said it's kind of a sorrow, but not very depth. Like compared to alas, it is comparatively lesser, right? Ouch. When you get hurt, the feel of expressing the expression of feeling the hurt, feel of hurt, we use ouch. For example, when someone hit you with skin, ouch. When you get an electric shock, ouch. Right? Hooray. Hooray is like how you show your happiness to the people. Hooray. Right? Wow. An excitement or a surprise. Right? For example, you are asking your dad to buy you a motorbike and he gets your sports bike. Wow. Right? That makes you very much happy, man. That is how the word verb is used. So these are the basic 8 main parts of speech. If you want to know if you are a basic learner of English, this is enough for you. If you are an intermediate, upper intermediate, this is not enough. I'll teach you the advanced 8 main parts of speech in my next video. This is only for the basic learners. Please do watch, please do understand, and please do by heart them so that English is no more a challenge for you. Okay, keep learning English with Hari sir, because English learning here is fun, fun and entertaining.